Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing a little debate on the colour of Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's. So as you guys may know, the colour debate for Bonnie has been a very big debate in the FNAF community for quite some time now, and is definitely one of the most heated debates in the fandom to this day. Recently I posted a YouTube short here on the channel reviewing the Jazzwares World of Bonnie action figure, and pretty much all of the comments on that video were people telling me that Bonnie is blue, because in that video I stated that Bonnie is purple, so obviously there was quite a lot of uproar going on in the comment section, so I'm here to just clear that up. So now I'm going to do a full deep analysis so we can actually reach an accurate conclusion and you guys can hear me out on this. So let's start with the first appearance of Bonnie in the original Five Nights at Freddy's game. He's visibly purple in all these camera shots and the jump scare shots. You can see, look, he's obviously purple. He's just got a few blue splotches here and there, which could be dirt or whatever. It's just effects on the lighting, because it's been explained that Bonnie looks this way because of the lighting of the pizzeria, because it's all dark and spooky and stuff like that. Scott Cawthon actually did post a behind the scenes image of the Bonnie jump scare from one of Five Nights at Freddy's anniversaries, and you can see the Bonnie model here without all this lighting. He's clearly blue. However, this lighting can be weird, because if he looks this way because it's all dark and stuff, then why on the Celebrate poster and all the other posters around the pizzeria when it's showtime and it's light stage of, the stage is bright and stuff, why is he purple? It could just because the stage lights might be a purple stage light or a pink stage light reflecting on Bonnie there, which maybe that gives him his appearance. We don't fully know yet. But if we actually take a look into all of the models and renders that released for Bonnie at the time, well, maybe some of them have released a little bit later down the line. I remember last year there was a point where we got tons of like renders revealed and stuff because it was part of some court law copyright sort of thing, and you can see he's visibly purple in these renders, and that's without the lighting. So I think it's generally just the purple texture that makes him look purple. I don't think he's actually fully purple, but he's also blue but purple at the same time. He's like a mix in between, because you can see Bonnie here in this anniversary photo for behind the scenes of the first Five Nights at Freddy's game. You can see without the texture he is blue, but with the texture he's like a purplish colour. This once again leads into Ultimate Custom Night, because Ultimate Custom Night has different lighting than the first Five Nights at Freddy's game, so there's therefore not really an excuse for the lighting making Bonnie look a bit different. You can see in all of the shots of Bonnie in Ultimate Custom Night, he is purple. He looks very purple here. Then we also move on to Five Nights at Freddy's AR. There is no lighting here. Bonnie is literally purple. There's no denying it. He is literally purple. You can literally look at him and he's purple. There's no blue there. There's a few splotches of like a darkish purplish blue there, but his main base color is purple. There's literally no denying that. He's literally purple. I also think it's worth mentioning that the Bonnie plush that does appear in the games like Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and Five Nights at Freddy's 4, that is also visibly purple. It does not look blue at all. It's literally purple. And to back it up with a more recent title, Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit released for FNAF's 10th anniversary back in 2024, and Bonnie in this game appears as purple. In the demo for 5 Laps at Freddy's, it appears Bonnie is blue. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see here. It looks like on his icon he's blue, but then in person he is more of like a bluish purple. It looks more blue here to me. I think he's blue in Five Nights at Freddy's. And I also think it's worth mentioning other Bonnie variants, because OG Bonnie is literally the only purple Bonnie, because we move on to Withered Bonnie and Toy Bonnie, they're both blue. We move on to Nightmare Bonnie, he's blue. We move on to Bon Bon is blue. Rockstar Bonnie is blue. Glamrock Bonnie is blue. All the other Bonnie variations are blue to this day, and every single modern version of Bonnie is blue. Like in Help Wanted and the Help Wanted minigames like Parking Service and Five Nights at Freddy's and Help Wanted, he appears as blue in there, and obviously in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, Bonnie also does appear as blue. So it looks like Scott's trying to modernize that Bonnie is blue, but then in the past he was purple, I guess. I don't really know what's going on here, because Scott did approve like all the merchandise back in the day, because we now move on to the merchandise. Basically all the old Bonnie merchandise is purple. You could see it all in 2016. Every single piece of Bonnie merch was purple, and that was all approved by Scott. Scott had to look at every single piece of merch and approve the colors and everything, so he clearly saw that it was purple and he agreed with it. If it was that big of a deal, he would have changed the colors, because they're very picky on the colors apparently, according to Aaron Margolin, because you have to be very specific, and like Striker Entertainment sends you the colors and stuff, and like check on the colors and things like that. Also, if you want to dig around that much, in the Silver Eyes graphic novel, Bonnie does appear as blue, but you can't really trust the graphic novels too much. They always get colors and details wrong. I don't really know what happens with the graphic novels. They're a bit wonky and all over the place, so we can't really trust them as a reliable source, but I guess you can say he's blue because he appears as blue in this. And also we have to dig into the official Five Nights at Freddy's artwork from like Lady Fitzy and Pink Skulls. Not going to go into too much about them because they're very controversial. But yeah, it appears the Bonnie artwork from back in the day, from when Five Nights at Freddy's was first getting its footing into the world. Bonnie did appear as purple in basically all the artwork, but it appears the more modern art from like Pinky Pills and stuff, when Pinky Pills did work on FNAF, Bonnie appears as blue. And of course, getting into modern Bonnie merch, the majority of it is blue. There is a few purplish Bonnie products popping up here and there, but the majority that we're seeing is now blue, so I don't really know what's happening. It's like Bonnie started off as purple, but then throughout the years turned blue and is now blue. I don't really know what's going on with that. I don't know why there's a change, or if there ever was a change, but I guess we can conclude the answer to Bonnie is kind of what color you want him to be. If you make him purple, you're not wrong. If you call him purple, you're not wrong. If you draw him purple, you're not wrong. If you craft him purple, you're not wrong. If you craft him blue, or if you draw him blue, or if you say he's blue, you're not wrong either. He's kind of both. I guess you can just sit in the middle. He's a mix in between, but either way, if you say he's purple, you're not wrong, and if you say he's blue, you're not wrong. You're right either way, so I guess there's not really a point to argue about it, because if you say Bonnie is not purple, you're wrong, because look in FNAF AR and all the other Bonnie renders, he is clearly purple, and if you say he isn't blue, you're clearly wrong, because look in Help Wanted in the FNAF movie and stuff like that, he is clearly blue, so either way, you're right. There we go, we don't need to argue about this anymore, okay? Anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd make this video just to clear up the comment section, because it was kind of just annoying me at this point, and Bonnie is my favourite character in the series. I don't know why he is, but he just is. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video, and peace!